everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, you can go ahead and do so now. And if you like this video, don't forget at the end to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to, you can leave a comment below. So, we are in Florida. We have been in Florida for a few weeks now, and I just have been not uploading videos at all, and I don't know, we're just like still getting adjusted to the house that we're staying in, and I don't know, just kind of like everything, just settling in, period. And I just haven't really been filming a lot, even though I really miss it. So I thought I would pop on here today to say hey and to give you a couple of updates. So yeah, like I know it's been crazy because the last thing I'm sure that most people would want to do during this pandemic is to move to Florida, because it is one of the states with the highest amount of coronavirus cases. But we had to, obviously, because my husband had orders here, and so we had to move down here. And we didn't want to kind of stay there because we wanted to get the kids like acclimated into school, if there is going to be school. So it's one of the things I wanted to talk about. The schools here are actually still planning on opening in the fall. And personally, I am thankful for that, not because of what you might think, not because I am tired of my kids or I'm going crazy with my kids, but because I just felt that the virtual learning that they received towards the end of last year, so like from March to June, was basically just like a lot of filler work. And I am thankful that when schools closed, it was late enough into the year where they really would have just been like prepping for their testing and leading up to the end of the year, and they wouldn't have been doing too much new work anyway. So I am thankful for that. But I definitely did not want them starting off the year with virtual learning. I really wanted them to get a really strong start in a classroom environment. My daughter is going into middle school, and that's like a huge milestone, and I really wanted her to be able to experience that. I'm gonna take a quick sip of coffee. There is nothing like an afternoon cup of coffee. I love my morning cup of coffee, but sometimes I just need a little extra in the afternoon to get me through the day. Anyway, the county that we're in is offering, I think it's like 5 choices for going back to school, or for how you want your kids to start the school year. So one of the choices would be to just homeschool, to just do your own platform and do your own thing, register, get them registered, and do homeschooling. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is to attend a, hi, yeah, thank you, okay, is to attend a private school. So that's another option. Okay, so option number 3 would be do the virtual learning that the kids did last year, which would just basically be the same computer-based whatever that they did last year. It wouldn't be any schoolwork. They would have more of a relaxed schedule. It would kind of just be get the work done by a certain times during the day. Option number 4, which I know that a lot of places are trying to implement this time, is more of like a structured online platform. So what they're gonna do is they're going to have a designated teacher in I'm assuming not a classroom with the kids who are attending school, but it'll just be, I guess, like an empty classroom that isn't being used at the time. and the kids will be able to get instruction from that teacher. So those children will have more structure in their day because it'll be like a full day's worth of class time, except that they will be home watching the teacher via an electronic device. And I believe that for our county, it's up to the parents to go to the school to pick up any like paperwork that the children have to do for the week, bring it home so that their kids can do it, and then bring it back to the school at the end of the week so that it can be graded. I believe that that is the system that they are doing for the online platform. So that's how it is different from the virtual learning. The virtual learning, there's like no paperwork involved. It would all be online based. And then of course the fifth option, which I'm hoping still stays in place, is brick and mortar. And that is the option that we are choosing for our kids. And I went to the school, I talked with the school, and honestly, like, they have done everything you can imagine to clean and sanitize the school. The children are required to wear masks when they cannot social distance. So as far as schools being like too crowded to make social distancing possible, for our county, basically, with all the options that the parents have been given, there is literally, I think they said right now, it's just about half and half. Like half of the parents have chosen to send their kids back to school. The other half have chosen one of the other 4 options. So with that being said, the enrollment is basically halved. So my husband and I feel comfortable sending our children to school. They know how and when to use their hand sanitizer. Also, it's required that they bring their own hand sanitizer to school, so they have their hand sanitizer. They know to wash their hands. They will be wearing masks when they are unable to social distance. So like in the hallways, I guess, when they're passing another class, they will be required to have their face covering on. I'm just trying to think. I guess, I'm not really sure. I think they're eating in their classroom, so they're not going to be eating in a cafeteria setting. So that's not really a concern of ours. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to let them go to school. They really want to go to school, and we think it's important that they do have that experience. We've also been upping their vitamins during the summer. I mean, I don't know, who knows what helps and what doesn't help, but they already take a multivitamin, and we've just added a vitamin with vitamin C, zinc, and echinacea. So, I mean, I don't know what more you can possibly do. Personally, I feel like they have just as much chance of getting the virus at school as they do anyplace else if we were out. And, you know, they picked it up. I mean, a grocery store, whatever. Which brings me to the fact that, yes, we are in Florida. We're not in, we're in the Panhandle, first of all. So I know that everywhere in Florida is kind of a hot spot right now. And I was surprised, like the first week we moved down here, I couldn't believe that it wasn't a requirement for you to wear a mask in a store at that point. When we had left, we lived in New Bern, North Carolina, and it was already a requirement down there, and they were nowhere near in a hotspot type of a zone. That area was really like spread out. It was kind of country, and they were very on top of keeping this thing contained. Down here, it's crazy. Like where we're staying now, it's kind of like a vacation-y type area, just because, like I said, our house is not done yet. And we've passed by some restaurants where, I mean, there's just crowds outside of people with no masks, and I don't know. I just don't know. That's what I've seen. Since then, I think it was since July 20th, they have implemented mandatory mask wearing in stores. And they're being pretty strict about it. They're trying to make sure that people are doing what they're supposed to do. It depends on the store that you go into. Like I said, when we left North Carolina, it was stricter. There were definitely more aisles in the stores that were assigned, you know, which direction to go in. Here, you didn't really see that at first. Now you're starting to see it some more. So, I don't know. We've just kind of been trying to make it through our days and find fun things to do here at the house, because we're still trying to like stay safe and social distance as best as we can. It's way too hot outside to wear a mask outside, but the backyard, and I do plan on doing like a small little like house tour for the house that we're staying in now, and I'll try to get that uploaded as soon as I can. But we are very thankful because there's like I'm looking outside now, the window's right here. There's a really nice shaded area. There's a huge tree in the backyard that gives like a ton of shade, and there's a big awning in the backyard which gives plenty of shade in the afternoon too. And the afternoons, honestly, if you go outside here, it's not terribly hot at all. The humidity kind of like goes down in the afternoon. And I bought a sprinkler at Target when we first got here, and so that's kind of been a lifesaver. The kids have been enjoying just getting wet because it's something to do. Also, we have been going to the beach, and it has been gorgeous, but the trick is that we have been going to the beach in the evening. So after we have like a nice family dinner is when we will get ready and go to the beach. We usually try to leave the house around 5 o'clock. We literally live like a stone's throw away from the water, so it's not far at all. So we go to the beach in the evening, and it is not crowded at all. Plenty of social distancing. We don't have to wear a mask, like no worries to have anybody by you. And the sun isn't like that hot Florida sun isn't beating down on you, but you're still getting like plenty of sunlight hours. It's beautiful. The water is so warm and crystal clear, so we've been loving that. Also, we're living about an hour away from where our house is going to be, so a couple times we've gone to like go check on the house. So I mean, we have been like doing outings, but just not like, I don't know, like crowded outings, if that makes sense, like with crowds of people. And it's sad because there's a ton of things to do here. And like one of the beaches that we go to, there's like a big water park and like a little amusement area. My kids are like, they're like dying to go. And I'm like, no way are we going to some place like that. Like there's no way. That's just my opinion. We're like, there's no way. Not right now, not yet. So we've been taking it day by day, and yeah, that's kind of my update for how it's going here in Florida. We love it. We lived here about 12 years ago, and both Logan and Kenzie were born in Pensacola, and we absolutely loved it then. And we got orders someplace else, and we have been living there for quite a while. We have been living in North Carolina, in various parts of North Carolina, for several years, well, until now. And so we were just crossing our fingers that we would get orders back here, because we love it. We just do. We love Florida. And I know that's crazy for like a fair-skinned person like me to be like, I love Florida. Can't wait to move there in the middle of the summer, in the middle of a pandemic. The pandemic wasn't our choice, but yeah, we're just happy to be here. We love everything about it. We love the beach. We're like beach people, like I said, more evening beach people, but we love the beach. We love the weather, love the area. We're happy. So that's good. Anyway, I can't really think of anything else right now. Everything else is kind of going okay. We're really hoping that we're moved into the house before the start of school. That would be fantastic. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Oh, I do want to let you know that my video, my 100 sub giveaway video, is still kind of up and going right now because it has not gotten a lot of views at all. And honestly, like I said, I haven't been on here like pushing videos or doing anything to attract attention to it. Kind of made the video and threw it out there. So I'm gonna link it below, and I'm gonna leave it up for one more week and see what happens. See if anybody wants the giveaway. If you want it, go ahead and watch the video, see what it's all about, follow the instructions, blah, 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 let me know. And then we'll kind of go from there. But hopefully after today, I'll be getting more videos up because that's my plan. I love being on here and talking to you guys. And yeah, so I will see you soon. Don't forget, as always, stay safe and be kind, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. More coffee.